Honest J. Nowak. Oh yeah.
A pleasure to meet y'all at last, and welcome back to Honest J. Nowak. So for today's episode, I will say for sure that it's been quite some time now. Today's date is actually August 26th of 2020, but of course the publication date on this episode in particular is August 31st. And the reason for that is because, well, there was about 4 to 5 weeks worth of episodes of HJN that I had already taken care of, and now that I've come this far, here on the 31st, as you'll see down below, based on the publication date, I've got another subject here that I want to talk about at this very moment. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about baking. Yeah. Because I might as well get some others out of the way real quick, because starting tomorrow on September 1st, you'll notice something different. But right here, right now, in the present, I might as well get ahead and start talking about some things about baking, because there's quite a few things I have to say about it. First off, there have actually been a lot of new recipes that I've actually been able to concoct, especially during the time that we're basically going to have to remain cooped up in here. Even though some people have been out of quarantine for a while now, it's still not very well determined if and when it is actually safe to roam around without the usage of a mask on. And of course, some people are actually starting to objectify about it, and I am quite honest about it. It should never have been done. But what I could say about baking in general is that all this time that I've been able to put up together some new recipes, I have been able to do quite a few of them. Baking in general is something that I have been very well at, because I have been able to simply use a conventional oven or microwave or air fryer or even a toaster at times for usage of cooking or simply baking different goods here and there. But in terms of what baking generally means, it refers to certain goods out there. Cakes, pastries, muffins, and etc. There's a lot of other different types of baked goods out there that I could have mentioned, but I've made a lot of different types of them in the past. I've made dozens of different cookies, I've made different cupcakes and regular muffins, and of course, the cakes themselves. I've made a lot of different types in the past, and I can tell you for sure that I'll certainly go ahead and continue making a lot more of them, if I so choose to. But right now, in terms of baking as a whole, I could say that the process of it is real simple. Usually there's instructions that are simply printed on the sides of the packaging that's usually given to the kind of product that I'm trying to make, but in general, anything goes. There's a lot of ways that you can probably look up different baking instructions or the likes of how you can probably concoct something out there within less than 1 hour, or sometimes even more than that or less than that, depending on the portion you're making, depending on what temperature needs to be set, or any other contributing factors that can apply to it as well. So what I can consider the fact that baking itself is a pretty big art out there. It's also a big family tradition, given to the fact that a lot of different American families happen to enjoy making something in particular. Baking is probably one thing out there that they all might amount to at some point. For me though, it's kind of more of a solo project. But I will say that anyone can enjoy it, if they pretty much have the time to do it, in any ways possible. But for now, I will say for sure that starting tomorrow, September 1st, 2020, it'll be a time where there's going to be some different things that'll be taking place. So let's be sure about that. And if you want to see more, go down on my channel. Make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.